Look at Zumagula, that haircut.
Zumagula the boss.
He might have to complain at a Starbucks with that haircut.
As for no whip,
I said half and half.
the shot really stuck him. And that shot was loud. It sounded like two pieces of wood slapping against each other. It was a hard shot.
Two pieces of wood slapping.
Yeah. Pop, pop, pop.
Sound like clapping cheeks to me, dude.
Yeah, I think what you were
like
saying.
that.
Dude.
like that, like that, dude. Let me show you, Nick. It's like this. Ah! There it is.
Welcome back to the Casuals MMA. We are a combat sports MMA show hosted by very casual.
Let me lower my shorts a little bit for you guys.
Don't know nothing at all. Those shorts are just getting to thong level.
Dude, at a certain point, we're just going to do this, guys. You're going to see the white meat.
Yeah, that's what you get. You
Bro,
guys keep
dude, the
asking
white
for it.
meat's kind of... It's a lot of dark meat, though. You've been, like, tanning or what?
I know. I got sunburnt in Hawaii because I was on the beach and I laid down and then my shorts were up and I got a rash all the way over next to my...
Oh, man.
We're sharing today, huh?
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
UFC 308. Sad day.
I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, we got to talk about it, man.
You know how crazy this fight was? When you guys know what happened to Max. I actually went to the cliff to... because I was so sad. Bleep that out because we're going to get demonetized. But you guys can already fill in the blanks. You know what that word was.
Yeah.
I was squaddles.
Suasquaddles.
That is something I never expected to happen.
No,
Only
that's a lie.
Okay.
Here's
You
the thing. I
expected
think
it.
we all expected that to happen to some degree, but we were all fighting it inside.
Don't you disrespect Max Holloway ever, dude.
We were all rationalizing it.
We have never seen this man knocked out
But
ever.
you know, but we talked about Ilia. It's like if there was a guy to beat Max to KO him, it would be a guy like Ilia. And Ilia is really fucking good. And I don't want to admit it. It hurts my feelings.
Say it in Spanish then.
It hurt my feelings.
I hurt my feelings.
I felt really sad. Oh, that's not Spanish.
I know. Dude, you got to do the Spaniard. You have
He
list.
from
on.
Paella, Ibiza.
¿Cómo estás?
Check that it is. So check that out. 2,227 strikes over the course of 35 fights spanning 14 years to finally knock out Max. This dude's been untouchable.
Hey, it'd be more impressive if you did that fucking 2,000 fights, dude. Or,
Yeah.
Or strikes, idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
what you're saying.
2000 and yeah, that's not that.
I had to rewatch this fight so many times.
Same.
And I think once the fight gets to this high level stuff, it's hard for me to see anything, right? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, Max is doing such a good job. Yeah. He was getting Ilia. They did their homework, right? Because they know that Ilia likes to close the distance. And every time he started closing the distance, what did Max do? Check hook.
Yeah.
He started stomping his front knee.
Kicks were money.
We're working.
Oblique.
I think the game plan was damn near perfect until it wasn't, right?
Until he got cracked.
Yeah. And
He
then
got hit with something he didn't even see coming. And everybody was saying that it was like you said, the jab, lead hook, he pulled the guard down and he threw the straight. But a lot of people were saying that he was shifting in a southpaw as he did it. So he was kind of on one foot. So like, the shot really stuck him. And that shot was loud.
Yes.
It sounded like two pieces of wood slapping against each other. It was a hard shot.
Two pieces of wood slapping.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do when it's 10 seconds. They go pop, pop, pop. It sounded the same.
Okay. Sound like clapping cheeks to me, dude.
Yeah, that's really interesting what you were saying. dude.
like that. Yeah, you don't fuck that fast, you liar. Yeah.
God,
We're like this.
Penis is that big?
Let me show you. Let me show you, Nick. It's like this. There it is.
Come on, dude.
How come he screams so much when he comes?
We're gonna change the decibels.
But really sad day, man. I felt like Max was doing such a good job, dude. He cracked him Max hit him with a hard 1-2.
Yeah.
He was doing everything. I mean, Ilia surprisingly with the that takedown shook me a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, didn't it?
The double leg was money. Dude, because his boxing and his center of gravity is so low. So if he feints punches, the takedown's gonna be there because he hits so hard. You have to respect it. So it's the perfect balance. And I feel like ever since that takedown, Max was a little
hesitant
to exchange because the takedown is always going to be there.
You're talking about the second round, like after Max slipped, and then Ilia was like, "And take her back."
Yeah, because
That was quick.
The double and the way he wrapped him up and picked
was
him
amazing.
up, and yeah, we haven't seen Max Holloway get taken down like that. Maybe Volk.
We're like Dustin from, I don't know, 30 years ago.
Yeah, but even then, like Max almost darts.
It's very interesting too because you could tell Ilia, he's set in what he does really well, right? And I think like the conversation that people have with Ilia is like, oh, his kryptonite is going to be that kick up to the head, right? But do you ever see Ilia drop his hands?
Nope.
Never.
His hands were so good.
His hands are always here. Always.
Blocks weird too.
Yeah. He always has high horns. He knows that kick is coming. And the thing is too, when people spam that kick, I'm expecting it to slow his hands down, and it's not happening.
Yeah.
So he's also very durable because he takes shots really well too, which is such a hard thing. Like, for example, like even with Ilia, what I really like about him too is that there's a couple of tactics, right? He's pressing forward, so you have to move to the back, to your back foot. You're always being chased. Or what's the other option? You have to stand your ground. But do you want to stand your ground against Ilia Topuria? So what are your fucking options?
Yeah, it's hard. I think it's going to have to take a grappler to beat him.
Yes.
Like someone that has a really grappling heavy attack.
Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, Islam. You got Aljo in the mix, which is interesting. You got Mosvar. So they're going to be the title eliminator, I think.
Oh.
Mosvar and Aljo. They're going to fight in December, I think.
I didn't even think about Aljo.
Yeah, so Mosvar is an interesting matchup because he has a very relentless takedown defense, but the takedown offense. But Topuria's ground game is really nasty. Like his jiu-jitsu is really good. And he said it all in the lead up. He was like, my jiu-jitsu, my wrestling is better than my hands.
That's crazy.
So it's crazy to think about. But they play off each other so well.
Yeah.
His takedown threat and his hands. Like
Shoot boxing, dude.
Man, his boxing technique is nasty.
Yeah. If you kind of, I don't know if people agree with me on this, but not making a one-for-one comparison, but his tool bag seems to be very much like Daniel Cormier.
Bro, it's the deep. Honestly, his skill set might be the deepest in 45.
Yeah.
Maybe even 35.
It's like the boxing on the inside, he does low kicks just to keep you at bay to kind of slow your hands down. Yeah. And seemingly with his wrestling, he seems to have, I mean, obviously we haven't seen the extent of his grappling and wrestling, but if it's true what he's saying that his wrestling and grappling is better than his hands, then you get a little shade of Daniel Cormier, dude.
For real.
You got to deal with the dirty boxing in the inside.
He's going to start dumping.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if that happens, GOAT.
He starts picking people up and slamming them.
I mean, he lifted.
Yeah.
Just lifted fucking Max. Oh, I'm just so sad right now.
Yeah. I think his confidence
so sad.
too. I feel like he has that Connor like energy about him. Like Lerone Murphy, I think was saying before because they're in the same locker room. He was like, "Yeah, Ilia was like, yeah, it's just sparring." He was cracking jokes, had his shirt off, like fucking around. It's like this dude was like,
well, you see, like we've all taken a look at his sparring footage, and he's beating the shit out of these poor guys.
Bad.
He's destroying them. So if you have that skill set and that power to back it up. And that confidence, and he speaks Spanish.
I know.
Spanish. Dude, he's a monster. No one's beaten this guy at 45, not for a while. I think Mosvar is probably the only guy that could do it. But then now you think about Josh Emmett. What a monster he is for doing 5 rounds of that, dude.
But Josh Emmett got cracked hard.
Yeah,
he ate it.
Dude.
Ate him.
I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to see.
He's got a thick neck.
I wonder if people are really understanding, like, this guy knocked out 2 GOATs in the division. Yeah. And by the way, it's not like they had an inkling of them fading, right? No. They were still at peak performance. Yeah. And I think after something like this with people that we like to make excuses.
I was making all the excuses. What excuses were you guys making?
I don't know. When I was dangling off of a building, it was hard to think.
I was saying weight cut.
Yeah, I was saying the weight cut.
I was just saying weight cut, but it's like.
Part of me feels that way, and I think that is true because it's like.
Less of a chin.
Well, it's like he looked good at 55.
Yeah,
Max.
It looked like that was his weight class.
Yeah, and I was like, man, this is a new like wrinkle in his game. It seemed like he looked faster than everybody, but then at 45, like he did just looked like so dry.
I mean, I think Max's chance of getting a belt is better at 45 than it is going to be at 55, right?
Yeah.
Because there's Islam there.
Yeah,
I thought
there's
this was
Arman Sarukian.
Everyone's talking about Arman, not Arman, my boy. He's on my mind. Islam
Arman 2.0.
Islam and Topuria fighting as a potential match.
Topuria don't want that.
Which is but like
I think he wants it.
I think he does. And
look, if Topuria wants it,
fuck it, dude. Let him fight. Let him fight.
Look, if Topuria wants it, I'll tell you how that's gonna fucking go. He's gonna get fucking mauled. Do you understand how big fucking Islam is?
He's a big
Islam,
guy.
if he wanted to, he could go to 185. That's how fucking gigantic he is.
He is pretty
People
big.
don't realize how big Islam is. Like, everybody I know that actually got to see Islam in person, they're like, how the fuck is he at that weight class? He is huge. Islam right now can go to 170 and destroy people. The thing about Topuria is he looks like he's in the perfect weight class.
Yeah.
Not one below, not one higher.
For
this
real.
is perfect.
He's the perfect frame for it.
Yeah.
Too.
So once he goes up into that weight class, Topuria's in for a different world because those guys are teetering at 2 to 3 different weight classes, and I don't think he has it. If he thinks that he could take a fucking a left kick by anybody else, he's not going to take one by Islam. Islam is going to break that fucking forearm of his. And then what? He's going to try to ride fucking Islam? I don't think that's happening at all.
But then
just-
Ilia chokes him out. And we're like, what the fuck?
Have some fun, man. Come on, dude.
No.
No, brother.
Topuria?
They were talking shit to each other too. The teams.
Yeah, but
like
Islam was just basically saying, be careful what you say, brother.
Be careful, brother.
Yeah,
I
you-
am not Max, brother.
Yeah, you want breakfast, I have eggs for you. You know? I don't know.
What? You mean huevos?
Some type of
Why
Muslim
huevos?
thing. I don't know.
Friendly
A
trash talk.
Muslim saying, I have eggs for you?
Yeah, that's what it is. Have you guys heard of it? Maybe not. Yeah.
In the Quran.
Yeah, you
Sorry, we're
don't-
not cultured. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't want pork fat from me. I don't eat pork because I don't eat
Thanks
it.
for you if you're hungry.
All right, there's this debate been going on. Who do you think has a better year so far? Ilia Topuria taking out 2 legends of the featherweight division, or Alex Pereira saving 4 cards?
Honestly,
It's tough. It's like 2 different types of
Ilia Topuria is a villain in my eyes, dude.
European villain.
Because he knocked out my boy. He's colonizing the UFC, dude. I don't like it, bro.
It's just like the Spaniards, boy,
like
dude.
I don't
Philippines,
fucking
dude.
like it.
Yeah. Are you Georgian or you a Spaniard, dude?
Yeah.
What Ilia Topuria did this year is pretty fucking incredible. Like, who had 2 back-to-back title fights
2
with
former
these resumes?
champions.
Yeah, like he's beating the goats of the division.
Yeah, but Alex Pereira grabbed 2 belts. I don't give a fuck.
That's what I was gonna say. Alex Pereira, to me, the way he showed up in those fights is pretty crazy. I think Alex Pereira, dude. I don't want to take nothing away from Topuria just because I'm salty and I'm upset and I'm in my feelings right now. I was legit sad all
And you
week.
want to talk? Okay, let's just once again, recency bias is huge, right? You see what he did to Max? Did you see what Alex did to Khalil Roundtree?
Yeah.
Did you see the bloody mess he put him in?
Yeah.
I think it's very different. Just go watch those fights back to
Muslim
back.
finger. He's giving
Let me- hey,
brother.
hey,
I have 2
brother,
eggs for
brother.
you.
I have eggs for you.
Hey, brother, don't scramble these eggs if you want toast, brother.
Stop scrambled, brother. Stop
That's what they
scrambled.
say. That's what they say.
mean, huh?
Yeah, don't hump the camels, hump the
don't know.
camels hump you.
I think what people would say is like the level of competition that Ilia Topuria had was higher than maybe Pereira's. Like that's the main argument.
Israel Adesanya's pretty hard, though.
But yeah, but the ability to be able to beat the guys that he did with the conditions of Pereira like coming in last minute, that's actually pretty fucking sick too. I don't know.
I mean,
And like the way he knocked out Jamal Hill too.
He cleaned out the division within the year.
Yeah.
look at that. These 3 dudes.
Like Yuri Prohaska's no fucking joke.
Yeah, but so did Topuria. He cleaned out the division.
That's
like,
true.
Well, for like there are other matchups for him at 145, but I'm like, I don't know if Diego Lopez, his firepower is gonna be good enough.
I think
be able to
Diego
stop him.
Lopez is
was gonna ask you guys that.
it's too green right now.
Yeah,
I think he
he
needs a
needs
little
one
more. I don't think Ilia Topuria is the one for him quite yet. I think he can get there,
Yeah.
right? Specifically, stylistically, Diego Lopez is not a good matchup for Ilia.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, so I don't think that's on the table right now. I don't want him to go there quite yet. I think he needs a couple more fights, kind of go into the fire a little bit. I want to see him like face adversity and come up top, and then he could face.
Who would Diego have to fight? Like Yair, maybe?
Well, Ilia said, he was obviously saying, hey, I'm going to give it to Volk next. But then Volk's like, I don't know when that's going to be. I don't want to wait for that Spain card if it's going to take a year. So Ilia was like, I'm okay with Diego and Volk.
You know what I think? I somebody who doesn't deserve the fight, which is Conor McGregor.
For
Ilia.
Ilia.
Bro, I
I mean,
think he'd starch
I'm
his
down
ass.
for that.
They got 2 big chest tattoos. They talk shit very well.
Yeah.
You're
What weight would they fight at?
55, you have to.
55?
Yeah. No,
You think Conor can make 55?
if Conor wants a belt, then he has to go fight at the weight class.
Part of me feels like Conor is done.
I think he's done.
The way he was on those live streams, just coked out, just wilding, I'm like,
Ilio, top Turo.
top two.
Yeah,
I grab him by the scruff. I love it. I kind of like Coke Connor.
Yeah. Coke Connor's fun.
He's very fun. I don't want to see him fight.
Exactly. I want to see him talk about stuff.
It's a good time.
And every time I
He's
see
enthusiastic.
Connor's sparring footage, it's never somebody who's giving him work. It's like somebody who seems like way below his league.
Or they're just like, it's an honor to be in this octagon.
Yeah. That's what it
I
feels
don't wanna
like,
beat you
right?
up.
Yeah, I don't know. But I would like to see Ilia fight Conor just because I think it would be such a fight, exciting press conference.
Yeah.
And I think in my personal opinion, might be one of the biggest selling PPVs.
Oh, I think 100%. You got Spain and Ireland, and
I think it's game over.
And you also, I think Ilia has Conor potential in terms of like UFC star.
Oh, absolutely.
You just steal all that from Conor.
He's a huge star in Spain, dude. I didn't realize what a
He
fucking
talks
legend
shit
he is.
so well, but he doesn't mean any of it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
At the end of the fight, he was like, "I'm so sorry. I love you, your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Catholic church together."
Yeah.
That's fucking
He
tight.
loves.
He gets it though.
He like idolizes Max. Like that's his hero.
Yeah.
Like he grew up watching him. Like he wanted to be like him and everything else. And then afterwards, it's all said and done, he goes, "I'm a huge fan."
And you know what's crazy too? His brother's gonna fight at the end of the year at
brother's good, too.
135.
I saw some footage. His brother looks fucking amazing.
His brother's really good. And I think these are the guys that, you know, they started training when they're kids. So this is going to be the other, like, the new wrinkle. Like, by the time they get to the UFC, they're already a polished MMA fighter, man. So,
Dude,
Ilia Topuria is going to long live Ilia Topuria, man. He's going to be reigning for a while.
He's the guy.
He's the new generation, dude.
I don't think anyone's going to stop that, dude.
27. He's the new guy.
You put out Max like that? Oh,
You don't fight with Islam, though. Islam
I saw a
kill
meme
you.
about it was the picture of the Twin Towers, and it was Robert Whittaker's face on one, and Max Holloway's on the other.
Oh no!
And the plane was UFC 308.
Oh my
man.
God, dude.
Too soon.
I know.
Come on, man.
But I was like, yeah, I agree because I was really in my.
Can I just
feelings.
say something? I got every pick wrong on this card.
We had the exact same.
Yep.
This is
card
why
picks.
because
got
we
everything
all
wrong.
picked with our emotions.
Yeah, 100%.
And our show is all emotions, all
No
feelings,
facts. All feelings, no facts.
We don't watch tape.
Ben
dude.
Shapiro hates us.
We
Dude,
just-
if
we just
right
go with
now,
it.
I always pick my... Look, let me tell you something right now. This is how much I pick with my heart. If DDP was going to say, tonight I'm fighting Anderson Silva, I'm picking Anderson Silva. That's how much I pick with my heart, dude.
I would.
It's
I'll be
like-
like, he's got a shot. That front kick up the middle. He's going to get him.
We have one bet on the betting lines. It's David Silver.
Anderson Silva, 48 years old, 100%.
Speaking of Connor, there was some news that Connor put like a $500K bet on Max Holloway and Robert Whittaker to win by KO. He lost. He would have won like $17 million or something.
Which, by the way, is not a bad bet.
It's
A good bet.
Yeah.
Because I think we all had that idea of like, man, these guys are live dogs. Max Holloway and Rob Whittaker, they're underdogs, but they could definitely win this.
I should have known with fucking when Chimaev's fucking beard was so perfect and glistening.
Bro, AI beer, dude. So good.
Yeah, you ever see those fucking dog commercials where they give them good food and their coat's better? That's what his beard looked like.
Start feeding your dog
You know
fresh
what the
salmon.
filter-
Like the dog raw diet shit.
Yeah, it's like you could tell by the kibble's great. Look at the coat, the sheen. That's what his beard looked like.
It was thick, dude. It was thick.
He's so calm.
All right,
Okay.
so Bobby Knuckles, another
Dude.
one. Got his teeth
His
pushed
front-
into his brain.
3 teeth.
That's
just
so
smashed
gross.
back, and the gum was ripped too. He rearranged his teeth from a face crank, dude.
And then Rob Whittaker afterwards was like, he's like talking with a little bit of a lisp, and you could tell that like his
teeth are gone.
got fucked up. But he's just taking it like, yeah, no big deal. Like,
nuts.
what a fucking psycho. Oh,
Look at
that's
that.
so gross,
I
dude.
get it, but I don't get it.
Look at that.
I don't know what I'm
like,
looking
what
at.
do you mean his teeth got pulled out from his
Because if you
gums?
look at the picture, right, you could see where his teeth line is and where his teeth went back. The 3 teeth didn't pop out individually. It's that
whole
whole
chunk.
bone. The bone ripped back.
This part right here.
The thing that the tooth is anchored into ripped back, including the gums.
And his
That's how
forearm
hard
was
that
right on it too. His forearm was right on.
And when do
the
you
tooth.
ever see fucking Robert Whittaker tap like that? That's how painful it was.
when he did that, I was like, something bad happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something's wrong.
Panic attack.
Something's so wrong.
He probably heard the pop and the rip, and he was like, "Done. Stop."
All right.
That was one of the scariest fights I've ever seen.
This is the Chimaev I think we've all been scared of.
Yeah.
Not the last 2 fights, but this fight.
But there were all these reports going into this fight that he took his camp way more seriously. He was training in the Emirates.
Yep, that's
He
his new home.
brought-
Does it help
Yeah.
that he's kind of just there already?
Yeah, but he also brought out all these high-level Olympic training partners.
His wrestling training was nuts.
Yeah, did you see the video of him?
what was it?
He was wrestling with the gold medalist winner of the past Olympics in France.
Was he terrible?
And dude, they were scrambling. Like he was kind of ahead on all these exchanges.
You know what always shocks me about like Khamzat's like double leg is his stance. His stance is actually pretty straight up. So the speed in which he has to drop levels at that height, because you see other people, they have a wider stance. If you could tell that what they're going to do is drop levels and shoot. Khamzat, when he's standing up, he's actually pretty straight up.
You know what bothers me is like I just don't understand why no one has done the Jorge Masvidal yet.
Come on, man.
Just fucking run at him flying knee. You're
Yeah.
just stupid.
Easy work, dude.
God, the tape is there, boys. Come
Yeah,
on.
just make it happen, man.
Just do it already. I thought Rob was going to do that.
So Khamzat, conversation for what happens for him next. Do you give him DDP? But I feel like
for
Sean
sure.
is Sean says is already locked in. So
Yeah, Sean's fight is locked in. Khamzat will wait, and he'll get the next one.
I think they should bump it.
what you want it to bump? Huh?
They should bump it. No offense to Sean Strickland, but it's like
What do you give DDP Sean Strickland?
You think?
BDP was like, I want Khamzat.
Yeah.
That's what he's
You
saying
almost said
already.
come shot. Be careful. Watch yourself, brother.
Well, you
Or
know,
you're not gonna get these eggs.
It wouldn't be
Yeah,
crazy to hear out of Duplessis'
Hey,
mouth.
don't poach my eggs, brother.
He's like, I want Khamzat. I want
Why do they
Khamzat.
keep talking about egg methods?
But I feel like with Khamzat, the only trouble that I would see is like because he goes so hard in those first 2 rounds, DDP is fucking strong.
If he
dude.
survives those,
if he's not choking out DDP and DDP can survive, towards that 3rd round, Khamzat's going to have a lot of trouble because he's not Robert Whittaker in terms of strength. He's stronger.
Yeah. He's a big boy.
bigger. That's a 205er.
He's a big lad. But Khamzat's control and his ability to get to your back and just pin you there and keep you there.
He was riding him, dude.
Yeah.
man, what do we? Yeah, so
That sounded gay as fuck.
He was riding him so hard.
He was riding him so hard, dog. My bad.
A real pause. We all just sat here in silence.
That's how we
It was a
paused.
real pause.
I was like, that sounded really gay.
Damn. So yeah, Khamzat, he just jumps up.
Who the fuck? Is this my phone?
He just bumped
You know, I
everybody
look at
off.
it. I look at Khamzat. What he did. He beats. I don't know about DDP, but he definitely beats Sean. He beats Israel for sure. He already beat Robert. Like he literally could just take out all the. Like who gives him problems?
I don't know.
Like who actually gives him?
well, how do you?
DDP, I think.
There's the only one, right?
Kyle Barrio might be good because I think now
Does he have GGs?
he's got good jiu
I think he has good everything.
But I feel like for these grappler guys, you gotta have a really strong grappling. Obviously, no duh. You have to have a strong grappling base, man. You can't fuck around.
And it's not like Robert didn't prepare for him to
he
grapple.
He knew what he was ready for it.
He was
Yeah.
pounding his chest. So
Yeah.
good.
He pounded it real hard too.
They both had red marks on their chest. I'm like, ooh, who hit it harder?
But Khamzat's smart though. He's like, I'm just gonna fucking take your ass down.
He's like, I'm gonna do what I do.
Because no matter what,
Wait, how do you stop that double leg? That was so far away. I was like,
you got
that's insane.
flying knee or something. No, you can't. I don't know if you could stop that. I don't know if you stop it. Usman couldn't stop it. Everyone couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
How
right.
good is Usman though, huh?
Usman.
Usman took him to deep waters, dude.
But I'm telling you, see the difference that a grappling base makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying Robert Whittaker can't grapple, but fuck, you might have to shoot a double leg on that fool.
Just to see what happens.
Yeah.
They get torched
Mix it
right
up.
after.
Thank you for making it easy, brother.
Next fight, we got Ankalaev versus Rakić, and Ankalaev didn't take him down. He tried to make it exciting.
What'd you guys think of the fight?
First of all,
I thought it was okay.
Rakić has the worst cross in the UFC.
You know what's crazy is he looked so good against Yuri.
Yeah.
I was like,
Didn't look
he's
the
going to
same.
cause problems for Ankalaev, but
Didn't look the same.
he just couldn't get off. Maybe he just needs a wild man like Yuri to push the pace on him.
Like, I was so weirded out. So Rakić, if you watch this whole fight, that first round, Rakić had a good plan, right? He's trying to slow his punches down, throwing those high kicks. And he was, Rakic's kicks are amazing. When I was seeing his cross, he was so scared to throw it. It was just like half extension. And the problem with that was that when Rakić was getting in on the inside, he would only throw single shots. Magomed was there. So Rakić was getting in, he would throw his cross. If he would have just followed it with like a hook or gave him something, because on the few moments that Rakić doubled up his shots or tripled up,
He landed.
He landed. And I was like, and for his corner, I'm like, why wasn't somebody telling him just to follow up with the lead shot? Follow up with something. Because you can't do the pop shot with fucking like Ankalaev. It's not going to work.
Very rarely does these guys have the power to knock somebody out with one shot.
Yeah.
Even Topuria with his power, what's his path to success? It's combination punches.
Yes. Yep.
Head body, right? That's what he lights people up with. And then he gets you panicking. And it's like,
He single-shotted for 3 rounds.
yeah, I don't know if you could do that with Magomed. Pereira can.
Yeah, you were screaming at the TV, dude. You were like, just throw a fucking combo.
It was right there for him. There were moments where Rakić kind of threw his, his cross isn't very great, right? But then, Magomed would either kind of slip or stay there, and literally he's on the outside. What does anybody do if you have the foot positioned? You just lead with the hook or something, anything, right?
Follow it up
or lock him up or do something with it. But he would get on the inside and then he would back out. And then what would happen when he would back out? Ankalaev would get
countered.
He would get cracked.
Yeah.
And so I was getting so frustrated. I'm like, you actually can win this fight. It's right there for you.
That's the thing about Rakić. Like, I always feel like he could beat the guys that he's competed against. Like, he could have beat Yuri. He was beating up Yuri for the first like round of that fight, and then he just got caught. And it wasn't like anything necessarily super spectacular. And Magomed, like, he's really slick striking. He has a great cross.
Patient, stalks people.
Yeah, but I'm like,
Just like Lincoln.
I don't know if he's gonna, if he stands and doesn't try to grapple Pereira,
He's dead.
I'm like, brother, just shoot a double leg or something.
Because Ankalaev said he's not going to wrestle. So it's like,
Stand up, which
He
is
should
like
probably wrestle.
how has that ever worked for anybody so far?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're just playing into that game.
If
Like
Magomed
macho
wants to
shit.
stand and bang with Khalil, I don't think he has a good chance. I think Khalil will crack him. So I don't know.
yeah, all these guys with this ego, huh? Standing up. I feel like Aljo's the only person who's like, nope, I'll just take Ilia down.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, because
Like,
he's smart.
Why can't these dudes just win? Just win. Try to win.
You know, when you mentioned Aljo too, I think Aljo, because he's so weird,
Yeah.
he might have a good chance of beating fucking
Just
Ilia.
that gap that he has to close. The void, as DJ would say. The
void.
Yeah.
He's got to clear that void. But Magomed,
You got no fans from that fight though, Magomed. Sorry. That's what sucks.
yeah, that's the other thing too, is like, it kind of, I don't want to say it didn't build the Pereira fight, but it doesn't make us feel that excited for it going in. Because we all kind of go, if he does fight Pereira, he's probably going to be a big underdog.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have him beating Pereira?
Unless Magomed says like it's MMA and I'm doing MMA, then I give him a way better chance.
Yeah, for sure.
But if he wants to just stand and bang with Alex Pereira, I don't think that's a good idea for fucking anybody. It's like saying like
He
you
might
want to
just be
box
lying.
really.
He might just be lying.
If he's lying, then he's a pussy.
But then again, too, it's like even taking
Either
down,
way, he loses.
even taking down Pereira is probably not going to be that easy either, right? Like
Strong as fuck.
getting in on him is probably going to be difficult.
Yeah.
But at least the threat of it is nice.
I mean, Jan did some work though.
Yeah, he took him down a couple times.
Is Jan injured? Why he hasn't been fighting?
He's like, man, fuck this. He's like, I'm
Bro,
done.
I'm 39. What am I doing?
I'm done with
here?
this shit, dude.
We have Lerone Murphy, Dan Ige. Another sad day for the Hawaiians.
Dan Ige looked good in the first.
That could have
round.
gone either way.
Yeah, it was like really back and forth.
Because the knock.
How'd you score the first round? Would you give it to Dan?
I would give it to Dan.
Yeah, I would too.
Dan had the only knockdown,
Yeah,
right? And that was a big
bro,
knockdown.
he sat right into it. Right when he did that, I was like, he could fight Topuria.
You know what's
was
so
like, he can
crazy
beat
about Dan is that when he knocks people down, there's not a lot of English on that shit. It's just bink.
Yeah.
How hard does this full hit?
Apparently, he hits really fucking hard.
Yeah. But Lerone Murphy's fucking sick, but that could have gone either way. I don't think it was a robbery like people are saying. Like, you should be happy
It was
either way
close.
with that.
Because, dude, he had really good moments too. Like, he's very elusive and very slick, so he's going to be a hard guy to like corral because he has good footwork.
He has a good tool bag of striking.
Yeah.
Like that back straight kick that he has.
Bro, he hit Dan with that. I was surprised. I was like, damn.
That ain't that shit, dude.
Yeah, he
And he's
did.
undefeated right now. Man, who do we give him next, actually? What's a good challenge?
Bro, I think you throw him in the top 5. You give him like an Arnold Allen. You give him,
Ooh, Arnold Allen would be a good fight.
yeah, like
I like that.
maybe even fucking go up a little bit.
Oh, Josh Emmett, Arnold Allen.
Josh Emmett would be a good one.
Fuck it, give him Brian Ortega. He just lost.
Oh, yeah.
Give him like a name.
Do you think with Brian Ortega, he's just taking so much damage that has affected him as a fighter now?
Yeah. Because
I feel like he's missing
the Max
something.
Holloway fight really changed his trajectory.
But even before that, all his everything was a scrap.
Yeah, it was like, but to take a beating like he did, he had to take a whole year off, and then he came back,
Then
which was
won,
really
right?
smart.
He beat Yair?
He beat TKZ,
Oh, TKZ, that's right.
Green Zombie, right? So I don't know, man. I just feel like that Lopez fight was left a bad taste in everyone's mouth.
Dude, he could have been champion with that Volkanovski fight, dude.
He almost
when he
had
had that shit,
Triangle.
He almost
right?
had it.
it was a guillotine.
Oh,
Yeah.
guillotine, that's right.
He almost had the triangle, had the guillotine real fucking tight.
Like Alex said that he was out. He went out and they came back,
fuck.
which is nuts.
Lerone Murphy.
The blackest name in the UFC, man. And he's not even black American.
All right, the best post-fight speech by Shara.
Oh my God, he tried his best, didn't he?
Just
feel
use
bad,
the
bro.
translator.
He
Yeah.
stopped and was like,
Yeah.
I'm pirate.
Don't worry, this island captured by pirate. It's like, oh, dude, just use the translator, man.
He's like, how are we gonna cut this up?
Man, he tried his best though, dude.
did.
I respect that.
That was very adorable.
Bro, he only has one eye.
A bloody eye at that.
I know, dude. I fucked up.
He has one eye, and he's just...
He called out Israel on the side. He was like, sit your ass. That ain't gonna happen.
That would be a fun fight, though.
Yeah, but why would Izzy ever take... There's so much more fun.
I mean,
there's better fights than that.
Yeah, if Izzy has a couple fights left, I don't know if he's gonna take Shara.
I don't think he's gonna take Shara.
Maybe
dude.
he does because he liked the call out of the pirate.
That's a good fight for Izzy just to fucking beat somebody up.
Just to get a win, get a W.
I'm not saying it'll be easy.
Dude, Shara almost got knocked down in the first round.
But this dude was practicing.
Bro, the double spinning back
Was
fist.
he not practicing it at the open weigh?
When he did it, I was like, that's fucking genius. Because the way it landed, man,
180.
who would have saw that coming?
Let me tell you something, dude. With somebody that moves like Shara, especially he does a lot of like spinning attacks. Give him Bo Knuckle.
Bo Knuckle.
Hey, Bo Knuckle.
Brother.
I think Bo Nickel ravages this fool,
Yeah.
dude. Because he seems to be very singular in his skill set.
Give him Joe Pyfer, bro.
Joe Pyfer would be amazing.
That'd be a fun fight.
Yo, when's Joe Piper gonna be a heavyweight, huh?
Dude,
Guy's still too big.
If Joe Pyfer just touches anybody, they're out. He's so strong. And also, Joe Pyfer has great wrestling. I don't think Joe Piper's going to play that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to fight a wrestler next. Shara. Or they just might keep feeding him strikers because
Man, wrestling really does seem to be the key in
Dude,
MMA, man.
it's... If you're not trying to wrestle at least a little bit or make the other guy think you're going to wrestle, I feel like...
Because people who are great
look.
strikers, they tend to lead to great fights, right?
Yeah.
But once they start going up into the upper divisions and people are like, I'm trying to win this belt, they seem to all kind of crumble a little bit because that part of the game just makes you think so much.
Yeah.
And their defense kind of goes out the window because if you're looking to stop the takedown, what's coming up top, who the fuck knows?
Exactly.
Is there a world? Look at all the champions. We already have a wrestler here. Ilia, not so much.
Georgian champions, dude. Whoever thought there would have been a Georgian era?
Yeah. It's happening now, boy. But now, I think
Look at all these wrestling champions.
a lot of the top...
Chimaev could be middleweight. It could just be all wrestlers. Ankalaev. We can have all wrestlers, dude.
But, dude, that's the base
John
of MMA,
Jones.
man. Like,
Yeah.
it's the class... I heard DC and Chael talking about it. They're like, there's no American wrestlers. They're champs right now. Like, there's not even an active collegiate wrestler out of America in the UFC. They're not even being scouted.
Oh, shit.
So you're getting all these
I
guys.
wonder why that is, actually.
There's probably not enough money in it, man. Like,
I think they're going over to jiu-jitsu.
yeah.
Man.
Or the American wrestlers are like, I'm going to stay in wrestling. Like Jordan
You make
Burroughs.
money in wrestling?
Well, if you're at the top of the game, yeah, probably.
Dude, did Jordan Burroughs want to do some MMA, man? I mean, he's older now, but, like 5-6 years ago, shit, he might have fucking cleaned out the division,
Start
dude.
doing some jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
What about Bubba Jenkins? Remember that guy?
I think he's in Bellator now, or PFL.
Yeah. Sometimes it is.
Bubba
man.
Jenkins.
Sometimes
Bubba
it is.
Jenkins, yeah. He was a
Like a racist cartoon character.
he was like collegiate wrestler. Not a racist cartoon. He might.
Not
It might be.
racist.
Might be. I can't
Bubba
confirm.
Jenkins is a racist.
Yeah, I can't confirm. But yeah, man, I just feel like the wrestling base is just too strong. They're talking about Umar and and Merab next. Is that crazy?
That would be
That
fucking
can happen.
awesome, dude.
That will happen.
And I love people like Umar too because his wrestling is there and he'll use that tool bag whenever he wants, but he always makes it an exciting fight.
And
with
he
his
can
hands.
strike.
Yeah, his fucking front teep to the face is ridiculous. He's basically doing the splits in the air. It's nuts. Because I think that's why he lands it so often is people don't think it's going to reach them.
Yeah.
Because who has that type of hip flexibility?
And it's so quick.
Yeah.
When he whips it in.
Man, Rob really fighting for that Sean O'Malley rematch, huh?
Yeah, because there's been all these videos of like the fans asking Merab in the fan events, "Hey, is Umar next?" And he's like, "No, fuck Umar. Like he doesn't deserve it. He needs to fight somebody else. Sean O'Malley deserves it." So he's looking to push for that Sean O'Malley fight,
Like
but
money? Or just like, does he not think he's as good as Umar? Because that's wild.
well, I think there's like a feeling people compare those guys all the time, the Georgian guys and the Dagestani guys, I guess, because they have funny accents and in
Yeah.
the Americans' eyes, they're like, they're the same.
like,
They're
I
from
don't
the same
speak
country.
Russian.
They're Russian, But I think that has a play into it. But the money fight is Sean O'Malley, like the
Still?
rematch, probably in his
I
eyes.
saw a funny meme. People are saying like they had Ilia Topuria. It's like, hey, when you don't force a superstar, it's Ilia, and when you force one, Sean O'Malley.
Oh, Yeah, you can't create him as well anymore.
Dude, Muhammad versus Rakhmonov, dude.
I like
That's going to be nuts.
I think Rakhmonov take that shit.
Shavkat?
Yeah, I think Shavkat is gonna fucking handle him.
Did you guys see the
Prelim. Bro, Jeff Neal.
eyeball fight?
Oh, dude. Oral by?
Oral bite. It wasn't even a broken orbital. They said it was just a soft tissue bruise. Fuck. What the hell?
His eye swelled up. And dude, the fact that the doctor covered his eye, and I was like, how many fingers am I holding up? And he's like, 2. I would have guessed that. But apparently all the fighters say if you get your eye fucked up and the doctor comes in, you always guess 2.
Guess 2, or if you have a cornerman like Bisping, they tap you on the back of the leg.
Really?
That's what Bisping said. He said that he couldn't continue because he literally could not see. He said his cornerman came to him and just tapped him how many times. Wow. I was like, that's smart.
Genius.
Dude, Rafael Dos Anjos, man, setting him up with Jeff Neal. I'm
I was
like,
fucked up.
I was like, why would you do that?
Jeff Neal looked good, though. He looked fast.
His leg's done.
Jeff Neal landed that fucking left, huh?
Oh.
Dude, bink.
He landed some really nice combinations up before that.
And even if, because his leg gave out, but it was like, even if it didn't, like, it didn't look good for Rafael.
Oh, dude.
And Chris Barnett just throwing out his hamstring from just walking.
That's
is that
insane.
No, he did the slam. He did the fucking slam.
Yeah.
Lose some weight.
He can't.
Yeah.
Bro, he can't be fighting. At
Lose
that
some
weight.
weight.
Look, we've said this on this podcast a million times. The era of the fat heavyweight is done now.
Roy Nelson. Who else was there? Roy Nelson.
Roy Nelson.
Tim Sylvia.
Yeah,
Big boy.
kind of a big boy, but not big like this. But the era of that heavyweight, just because like, oh, he's big, he has power. Guess what? There's people who are that size that also have power that are way fit, way faster, way stronger.
Okay, let me ask you this: Prime DC, can he compete with the heavyweights in the UFC now?
Prime DC 100%, but DC wasn't Chris
chubby?
Barnett fat.
He wasn't. He was
like
still-
him at
Leaner. And he had a greater skill set too, for sure.
If you look at DC as a light heavyweight too, he actually didn't have a lot of chub on him. No. He was actually pretty drained.
He's just a thick, stocky boy.
Yeah.
But the fact that Kennedy used to make 205 and he's coming in like 240, 250.
That dude has the largest foot.
Bro, he big as fuck.
See those front teeps? I was like, bro.
And it's like you see that height against a guy like Chris Barnett who's like not faster than Kennedy. Like if he was shorter and faster and like really explosive and dynamic, okay, maybe you could have an argument. But I don't know.
How tall is Chris Barnett?
He looked like he was my height, 5'5" and shit.
Like a 5'5" Chinese dude.
yeah.
Chris Barnett might be around like 5'10" at max, so he probably could if he actually was fit. He would probably fight around 170.
Bro, if you
And
do
he's athletic too, so
Yeah.
it's like, bro, come on.
it's like he could probably do really well at 205. He could probably make 185.
I'd like to see him at 185
Yeah, if he does a
and
proper
beat
cut.
Khamzat Chimaev.
Dude, let's go. He could do a Jared Cannonier arc, where you lose all those
Jared
weight,
Cannonier, dude.
then he becomes an absolute monster.
All right, some fight news really quick. Dana White going after Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, did you guys see the fight?
Did you-
The Ngannou and Ferreira.
You mean
fight?
3-second fight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, who thought Francis was going to take him down? I didn't think that.
Dude, Francis man, he mauled his ass.
He double legged him and was like, all right, you ain't getting back up.
It was
could
such
be-
a scary fight too because they were swinging at a certain point. I was like, "Oh shit, dude!"
Ferreira's big as fuck, man.
But there you go, man. When you don't have what did we just say about wrestling? If you don't have that complete skill set, what's going to happen?
Wait.
Dude, if you get taken down by Francis, he's on top of you, throwing ground and pound, you're donezo.
Dana White at a press conference was saying that Francis would have made more money staying in the UFC. Francis obviously fired back, said, no, my deal for all those UFC fights would have been $7 million. And then Dana White said that's not true, which is like, come on, Dana. I feel like fighting Anthony Joshua, fucking Tyson Fury, and this fight, I feel like he's getting paid a lot. But the numbers came out for the PFL fight.
I guess like
it was
Dana's
10,000 buys.
What? U.S.
US 10,000
10,000.
buys.
David could sell more on a paper.
David
Are you-
literally
Are you fucking kidding me?
can
right
do
now?
more on a live stream.
Yeah. What the fuck are you
really
talking
bad.
about,
Bro, just did over 10,000 buys.
And then also, too, it's like,
PFL going under.
bro, well, they have all the money back from Saudi, right? But you think about longevity-wise,
wasn't his purse like 10 million or 8?
it was like 6 million, and then Ferreira got like 2 million. So
So I don't know.
That's all oil money, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it has to be. So it's like, unless the Saudis get pissed and they go, all right, dude, man,
We're
let's
losing too
fucking-
much money.
But they might just be like, yeah, fuck it, let's keep
cool.
doing
It's
this.
fun.
Yeah, they might.
That
be
makes
into it.
no sense to me.
But then now it's like, all right, who's Francis is going to fight now.
I said, that makes no sense to me. I didn't buy it. Maybe it does make sense to me.
But Ferrero, like going into this fight, I was like, oh shit, this dude is 6'7". Like what AJ McKee was saying, he could do gainers.
Good build up.
Yeah, like because you're like, oh, this guy's a freak. He's probably the only guy that could, hold a candle to Francis Ngannou.
I can't name one other heavyweight in the PFL.
Dude, Ryan Bader. Is he still fighting?
Yeah, he's still
Come on,
fighting.
dude. He's like 43.
They're gonna have to pull out Fedor or something. Like,
I know.
In a wheelchair.
I guess I'm not retired. Yeah.
I just don't know who else he's gonna fight.
But also, too, for Dana White, right? And you know me, I love Dana White.
We're
Like,
apologizing.
why even, when people ask him questions about Ngannou, just move past it. Ngannou is a beloved person. Not personality, his story, everything about him is amazing. He just lost his son. Why even entertain answering these questions? Just like, hey, all Dana had to say was like, look, I'm proud of him. That's great. He came from the UFC. Good for him. The pay-per-views didn't do that well, but look, he made his bag and I'm happy. And move on. Because number one, it makes him look good. Yeah. So why even try to diminish Francis Ngannou? It doesn't make sense on a business move sense, right? Yeah. I think he
could dunk all over the PFL because that's funny.
Exactly. Because Jesus Christ.
He went in on Francis' character.
Yeah, he was saying
he wasn't a good person.
Good person. I wanted to cut him.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Why say that? Even if
PR move.
Let's say it's true, right? Let's say it's 100% true that Francis Ngannou is a piece of shit. Yeah. You would have to prove. You have to have evidence of it. You can't just say that because it's your word against his. And we already heard about him fucking going through sand dunes and children dying in the fucking desert. Yeah. So you can't say that without evidence. You have to bring up emails. You have to do something.
All shit, yeah.
Yeah, because the only thing he's going against now is public perception. And the public perception of Francis Ngannou is that he is an amazing guy.
He's well liked.
Yeah, I like him.
People love him. I mean, when he was crying with Eric Nixick, I was like...
Heartbreaking.
It's very interesting seeing somebody that large cry, though. It's like so out of place to me,
Dave's like,
I was like, wrong time.
I don't know why I do this for. I was like, oh shit, this is interesting. I just don't expect somebody that large to cry.
David turns off the TV. He's like,
enough of this.
Gross.
Yeah, but shout out to Francis, man. He did what he did. He's a complete MMA fighter.
Yeah, for real. And now I'm like, fuck. Now all I want to see is him fighting the UFC.
Yeah, I want to see him fight Tom. Like, I want to see all
John. We almost had John Jones and this dude fighting.
Could you imagine just getting laid out and having Francis Ngannou just punch you upside your head?
Just on your back, like,
Because people were kind of upset that, like, why didn't you end the fight? Well, it's because Henan was defending.
He was still defending.
He was still defending. He was still there. And then went to the limb, and that's when they stopped it. But
it was like defending. 4 shots. Bop, bop, bop.
All right, let's get into some fight picks.
Interesting.
Right? Moreno is back with Albazi.
Albazi, not easy.
Ooh, that's a good nickname.
He's good. Albazi.
Albazi,
not easy, dude.
Not easy. Brandon Moreno, he's taking a long break. What do you guys think? Does Champ still got it? Or is this also another changing of the guard?
It could be, bro, because Moreno's had nothing but fucking 5-round fights for the past 8 fights against Davis and Figueiredo.
I'm going Brandon.
The year off, I think.
Is that an OG bias, or is this actual technically you think that he still has it?
I think Brandon Moreno, just because of what I've seen, especially the way how hard he can scramble. And also Brandon Moreno too, I think people always get shocked at how long his arms are. Right? And I think that distance and that range management kind of fucks people up in the beginning. And I don't think he has a problem dealing with grappling. I think he's scrappy as fuck, and you saw that.
He's got good jiu-jitsu. He's got good sweeps, good MMA jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
He knows how to sweep guys and get back up.
Yeah, he also listens to corner cues really well. So I think just that alone, with this extended break off, for me, my biggest concern is ring rust, but I don't think he has. I think this was a well-deserved break, and I think he's ready to come back.
I don't think Mexican fighters have ring rust, if I'm being honest.
What do they have?
Nothing racial.
Yeah, all right, perfect.
Perfect
answer. Good answer.
Nothing racial at all.
Try to trap you there.
I know he was blinking at me. He was setting me up.
Say something.
I do think Brandon Moreno's experience is gonna do well for him, but that's what I said about Max and Topuria. So I don't know anymore, dude.
But technically, you were kind of right though. Look at the first 2 rounds. Yeah. I mean, Max did a really good job. His game plan was great.
Hear that? David said I was kind of right.
Yeah, you're kind of right, man. Yeah, dude.
Albazi's.
He's on
a diversity pamphlet of people. What
everyone
the fuck
for real?
Okay, so talking about the Kai Car France one. A lot of people are up in arms about
Kai should have won that. Yeah.
Yeah, Kai should have won. So everyone's like, oh, he got gifted. So that's an interesting mindset going into this fight.
When did they fight again? That was a while ago, right?
Let's see, 2023.
Yeah,
That was a while
2023.
ago.
And it was a split decision.
Yeah, how did you see that? Fucking good ass eyes, dude.
Nah, that was a guess. That was a
Okay.
guess.
It
could have been 2025.
1997. Yeah, wrong.
1997.
I was about to say 2025.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that was the wrong answer. So yeah, I don't know. I think Moreno's got it. It's hard for me to go against. Dude, Figueiredo's brother.
Dude, look at Zumagula, that haircut.
Zumagul of the body. Zumagul of the body.
That fool straight up looks like a special kid in Korea, dude. That's fucking hilarious.
That's a Chinese Beatles fan right there. Look at that.
Dude, that's insane. Really good hairstyle. It's nice and silky, huh?
You don't think that hair would get in your way if you're fighting?
A little bit.
Might, right?
He might have to complain at a Starbucks with that haircut.
I asked for no whip.
I said half and half.
Yeah, good thing he doesn't
That
speak
happened.
English, huh?
Zamagulov. What a crazy name.
Zumagul.
That's a
Let's go,
type.
Karen.
Let's go.
All right, Moreno. I just want Moreno so David can do his Brandon impression when he wins.
Oh, what a good time. Maybe not now. Maybe not tomorrow. Someday. Or something.
Oh, something.
Awesome. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, our buddy Pat cried when he won the belt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah,
Because he's a Mexican, though.
Yep.
That's why.
That's
The
a
Mexican
Mexican like
side
a
came
white
out.
guy crying.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks kind of awkward.
True.
It's a white guy crying, dude.
He loves diversity.
Damn, Aaron Blanchfield versus Rose, huh?
Bro, I think I got Aaron Blanchfield.
I was gonna say Aaron Blanchard.
Aaron Blanchfield's been looking so good. She's young. She's a monster.
What I always say, dude. Buff muff all the way, dude.
Who's
Rose,
the buffest muff, though?
I mean, Rose doesn't look like a buff muff, but
She
because
doesn't.
she got the shaved head, so I have to go with Rose.
You go Rose.
I don't ever go against that.
I don't know why Rose hasn't been exciting to me lately in the flyweight. It hasn't been submission.
She beat Tracy.
Oh, maybe
Kind
it's
of
all
outboxed her a
decisions,
little
that's
bit.
why.
Yeah, man. I feel like Aaron Blanchfield.
She's bigger.
She's a stronger grappler. Like I feel like she could dictate the pace. Like she could play top game and
I think
give Rose
Rose
some problems.
is going to frustrate Aaron Blanchfield a lot.
On the striking?
Yeah, I think it's going to frustrate her, and then Aaron might make a little few mistakes, a couple of slip ups, and I think that Rose is just going to piece her up on the outside. And it's going to go to decision.
I mean,
not a bad pick.
that's kind of right. That's
It's
usually what
not.
happens.
Yeah.
The Black Beast is back versus Honata Denise.
Jonata.
Jonata.
Click on his record. Let me see who he
Yeah,
just
who
fought.
does this guy fight?
Sounds like a jiu-jitsu name.
Dude, he looks kind of scared.
Oh, he's a new.
Fresh.
Hey, so Nuno with 2 wins, KO and decision.
Honestly, bro, I can't go against the Black Beast.
I never go against the Black Beast,
Never.
Do it.
especially after he got a 6-pack.
Come on, bro.
Game over, dude.
And he's like, I'm just gonna knock dudes out. Because it does seem like the top guys usually have a better fight against Derek Lewis. Once again, his experience. He's had so many fucking fights.
The thing about Derek Lewis too, right now in his career, he doesn't care about a belt. He's like, I just want a paycheck.
Yep.
So he's fighting anybody and everybody
Money.
for money.
He's trying to get bonus money.
Good
I love it.
It's a good motivator.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And if they give him a title shot again, he'll take it. But he probably knows he's gonna lose. But big money.
That was a big ass main card.
Gallo Machado.
Do you know these guys? I think I've seen Bredson fight once.
Ribeiro. These Brazilians, dude. These guys are scary looking.
What the fuck?
Yeah, a lot of new guys.
I mean, don't have a name like that.
How you say that?
Perfect. Fucking MMA genuine over here, dude. This guy.
Do pony.
I think I'll go Gallo Machado.
I'm gonna go for the darker, muscular guy.
To be honest with you, the only people that I kind of have an inkling of is Trevin Giles and fucking Mike Mallet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Trevin Giles, I think Mike Mallet. But Trevin Giles, he's one of those guys that'll just fucking
Did he just
sleep
win his
somebody.
last fight? We like him, right? Remember?
He'll
Trevin
lose some. He'll
Trevin
lose
Giles.
some. He'll lose to the top guys, but then just like starch somebody.
Oh, he
But
lost
he's-
the protest. Oh, well, he
he's on a
fucking lost
skid.
the protest. That guy's
Yeah, Protest is
scary.
a fucking free. Bro, I saw Protest is gonna fight Neil Magny next.
He's gonna win.
Bro,
I'll put it right there. He's gonna win.
that's a tough fight for Neil Magny.
Unless Neil Magny survives it all and then somehow wins. There's just-
Like every fight.
yeah.
Ooh, what do we got here?
Charles Jourdain versus Victor Henry. That's a little bit of a banger right there.
I like this.
Another banger is
Jack
Jack
Shore.
Shore versus Youssef Zalal.
Why are they letting these two guys fight? They should build them up.
Nah, because they
both
both have
good.
like 1 or 2 wins or losses. I think Jack Shore's on a skid. He came off an injury, so it's like he really needs a win here. He was a big prospect, but
Pedro Munoz, huh?
fights.
Oh, he's fighting Zahabi?
Oh, dude.
Wait.
I think Ayman Zahabi got that.
Pedro's not ranked anymore. When did he drop out?
Dude, 135. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about the guys.
Oh yeah, he's been.
Oh yeah, he lost to Phillips and Cheeto
I swear to God, it looks like a woman.
Phillips.
with the beard.
It's a beautiful.
He lost to Phillips.
He
He
has
lost
that
to
long
Chio.
eyelashes. That's what it is, dude. That's what
He lost to Gutierrez. No, he won against Gutierrez. That's right, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, he lost to Cruz. And, oh, damn, he's lost a lot.
Yeah, but these are all top people though.
Yeah.
So, Pedro Munoz, he has a great calf kick. He's scrappy as fuck. He hits hard. But shit, I don't fucking
I think
know.
it's a hobby, bro. He's been on a good tear. He's really crafty. I think he could pull it
Say
out.
Pedro Munoz, fool.
Oh shit!
How much you want to bet on it? I bet you
All right, let's bet.
2 eggs and a toast.
Got all these Muslims in the comments so angry.
butter toast.
They're like,
That's not what we say.
yeah, that's
That's
not
not
the
the
Muslims.
saying.
That's not,
That's not the same.
This is a good fight card, huh? I need a new fight card to watch the fucking taste out of my mouth.
Yeah, give us a parlay on this. Nick,
Okay.
give us your wrong parlay.
I'm gonna give my parlays are real bad.
Always the top.
I'm gonna go Brandon Moreno.
Okay.
I'll throw a Rose in there.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'll throw a Rose in there, and then scroll down a little bit lower. I'll throw Eamon in there too, bro. Zahabi. I'm big on Eamon Zahabi.
Okay, done. There it goes.
That's a really bad parlay, you guys. Put
Okay.
all your money on it.
Guys, that was a somber weekend for us, man.
We're still sad.
We're still feeling it.
Every time I see the KO, I turn my head. I can't see the final kill shot.
I'd love for everyone to leave a comment, writing encouraging messages to David about this weekend.
Yeah. And for
Yeah, man.
yourself, you guys.
And for yourself.
Vent about how heartbroken you felt over this fight card.
I'm going to a mountainside again tonight, so maybe you guys could.
Guys, write a comment. Don't let David go.
Do it now.
They're like, there's no comments.
Finally, let's
Well, I see how you guys feel about it. Thanks.
guys, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and leave that comment down below. We love you. See you next week. Peace.
Bye-bye.